Hey everybody, it's G-Bub here. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Now we're gonna be trying, as you know, we remember y'all, we're a whoo boy. Maybe I shouldn't have had those three monsters before I logged in here. Woo! Let's try that again. Y'all might have remembered that we were sitting here going through level 3. We were just about halfway through it. You notice we had a big old delivery here where we ended up in Phoenix. We had delivered a bunch of beverages, a whole truckload of bottles of wine. And I swear to you that all my stuttering and slurring and memory problems have to do with me drinking too much caffeine, not with too much wine, if you know what I mean. I guarantee you, at least I think I remember all those seals still being on the locks on the back of that trailer. I'll have to take a look and see. Anyway, I didn't get fined for it. But as you see, we're about halfway level 4. And we were cruising on along. So we're going to see if we can get something out of Phoenix. As y'all notice, y'all remember, we are trying to get enough money to buy our own truck and become an owner-operator. So we need to go, I think, a couple more deliveries. Hopefully one really big delivery or maybe a couple of smaller ones. And we'll be able to see what we were going to do. Now, we're going to get hired on as a professional driver. Now, y'all will notice the graphics and stuff is going to be a little bit different in this episode than it was in the last episode. Y'all won't notice quite so many different kind of trucks and cars on the road, and the light's going to be a little bit more yellow and that kind of stuff. And that was because they had an update this week. And every time there's an update comes in, something breaks. And there's definitely at least one of my mods got broken because I was sitting there trying to play it. And every time it would try to log in, it would sit there and it would crash the game down to the desktop. So I took them all out. I discombobulated all the mods, and we'll try them again next time. I'll put them in one at a time until we know which ones are broke and which ones haven't broke. And we'll see how things are going there. Now let's see what we got here. Now that one pays the most per mile, but we're only going a couple of miles. We're only going like 10 miles, so that ain't worth it. We're looking more at something like this right here, forklifts from Phoenix, Arizona to Los Angeles, and that was $4,300. What else do we got? We got any others that pay more than that, or is that like the biggest job out there? It doesn't really matter to me too much, you know, whenever you're sitting there and you're playing, whenever you're the owner operator and you're the guy that's in charge of this truck, that's whenever you're starting to look for those really big payoffs and all that. But this one in particular, you know, we're not paying for the gas, and we're not paying for, you know, road wear and tear and that kind of stuff on the truck. So we're not too concerned with the price per mile, but that one's pretty good. That one get us $4,300. And I wonder how long it's going to expire in just a little under 15 hours. It's going to need to get there. Let's see, right now it's 8 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday, and we need to get it before 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So we've got almost 24, we got 23 hours or so to get it there. So that's pretty good. It's going to be a fragile cargo. It's a high value cargo. And standard delivery. Like I said before, until we get a truck with a real good, powerful engine, we ain't going to put too many points into those just on time deliveries. I mean, you get a lot of money for those, and you get a lot of experience for those, but you also get penalized real heavy for those if you ain't going to make the delivery. And a lot of these places got hills and stuff, or we just can't get that speed limit up where we need to be. I like where it says deliver to Los Angeles, but you see how far away from Los Angeles it is. I guess that still counts as the outskirts, though. But that's what we're going to do here. We're going to take these forklifts, and we're going to have us a nice little Peterbilt. It's going to be a Peterbilt 579 duty cabin. No sleeper or anything, so it ought to be a pretty easy delivery. Let's go ahead and take that one and see what it throws us at. It's only 301 miles. Trip time is just a little under 8 hours. So we'll take a look. We may be scheduled for sleep on the way. I mean, it's given us 23 hours to get there, and we've only got 8 hours. It's only going to take an 8-hour drive. So it looks like we might get to sleep sometime along the way. Let's take a look around, make sure track IR is set up right. All right, I think my head's good right about here. There we go. We'll get it all centered in. We can see that mirror good. We can look out our door okay. Yep. Hey there, Bubba. And we're hauling. Looks like we're hauling forklifts. We can see over that way good. All right, we are good to go. Let's pop out right quick. Let's take a walk around the truck. See what it is we're looking at here. As you see, just a little old duty cab. Something very much like what I'll buy whenever we get our first truck. It's going to be just a little duty cab like this. Ain't going to have no sleeper on it or anything like that. All right, there you go. We're delivering 2 forklifts, 300 miles. And we got 8 hours to get there. So cool, cool. Sun's coming up. It's going to be a day trip. There should be plenty of good old scenery to look at. Won't have to worry about everything being buried away by the darkness and all. So why don't we go ahead and let's crank her up here. There we go. Now I'm going to get rid of... Oh, it took away that too, didn't it? Yep. I was hoping it wouldn't take away our little information bar across the bottom there. As you see, we got now we're going to have to go with the GPS pop-up thing there, but we'll go with that. We'll go with that. That's fine. Biggest thing's just going to be remembering after a week what all the controls are on my steering wheel here. Alrighty. Let's see if we can't pop it into... Let's see, will that take us up to... Whoop, that'll take us up to 7th. Alright, let's check and see what gears we got. We got 1st, we got 3rd, 5th. Alright, that's 5th. And then we got 7th, 9th. Makes me think there ought to be more gears than this. Is there another one? Nope. Alrighty. Well, 2nd, 6th. We got 2nd, 4th, and 6th. And then we'll shift up and go into the other one there. Alrighty. There we go. 8th and 10th. Whew. I said, when I get my own truck, I am definitely going to be able to sit there and get this little shifter set up the way I want it to, and not the way these people keep setting it up. Because this is just weird. Alright, let's see if we can pull it on forward here. Of course not. There we go. Gonna say we ought to be able to start this sucker up in 4th. Shouldn't be a big old problem for a truck like this. My only question is this the exit? It is. We got plenty of clearance over there on the right hand side, so we are good. I need to set my... Whoa! That speed bump really jumps your gumption around, let me tell you. This wheel just about jerked out of my hand. That's one of the things they did in the most recent update, is they've got it sitting there. Turn on blinker. They got it sitting there where you can customize the wheel now. The wheel will sit there and you can telescope it forward and back, and you can make it go up and down. You got a fully customizable steering wheel as far as positions and all go. And on top of that, tell you what, let's see if we can start it up in 3rd, okay? Apparently 4th gear is wanting to stall out on me. Alright, there we go. We need to make another left here. Whoop. Got a doggone U-Haul trailer coming. But they've got it so you can customize the steering wheel and get the steering exactly the way you want it. And then on top of that, they've got steering knobs, which are those illegal things that you can clamp down onto your steering wheel there. Good, we made the turn. Those big old knobs you can clamp onto your steering wheel. problem is that those things are illegal for truck use, you know. I'm gonna see if we can't get our shifting done a little bit more efficiently today and not redline it. I think there was a couple of times where when we were driving along last time, there was a couple of times I think I would have blown a head gasket or something. I was running it up and those RPM so high. Whoa, 30 miles an hour, we're speeding. Let's back it on off. There we go. I said, let's at least keep it down in the leeway. We should be able to keep it, 25, 26 miles an hour, 27, something like that, without folks getting too worked up about it. Too big a deal with the cops and all that. It sure is a pretty day out here today. I see everybody coming out and working at factories, coming on out to see. Doesn't look like a lot of people out to work yet, though. Parking lot's pretty empty. Guess for the most part, it's just us truckers cruising on along, doing our jobs, keeping the vital arteries of America open. All right. Yep, I was hoping we could cruise on up here and maybe catch it and not have to stop at it, but let's see here. I got a turn lane. Looks like it's about to turn and we will be able to go. There we go. Oh, dadgummit. What the devil? I don't ever have this kind of trouble. This is kind of making me start to feel like it was last weekend with all the holidays and all. I'd had too much to eat, and then the wife felt romantic that evening, and I had to tell her, well, I'm sorry, honey, this ain't never happened to me before. It's just flat out embarrassing here. Yep, we're going to have to wait again for the traffic to clear, because we didn't clear it. All right, let's see if we can pull forward in first. Can we get it to go in first? Oh, you know what? I bet we're hung on something. Yeah, it looks like we might be hung on something there. That might be what's killing our engine. I think we're gonna have to put it in reverse. Whoa! And now I pull the darn handle off the table. It's just a comedy errors here, people. We done pulled our damn shifter off the table now. I don't want to hit that car. Then I hit the car. Here we go. We've already lost $100. There we go. Whatever we were hung on, we're not hung on it no more. I guess it just really didn't like that curve, did it? I'm gonna have to get on my CB and take a look and see. I don't remember there being any police reports, like any trucks overturning and dropping a whole bunch of Gorilla Glue out on the sidewalk or on the curb or anything. So I didn't see any posts, so that's all I can think of, is that it just wasn't gonna pull this trailer up over that curb. Woo! If he's got that weakened engine, this is going to be a long trip. And shifted on into 10th. There we go. Didn't even have to move the knob. All we had to do was hit the shifter button. Alright, looks like we're going to have to cross across here. It looks like we're going to get on an interstate. So why don't we go ahead. Let's get over here in the left-hand lane while we got the opportunity to do so. And while it doesn't look like there's any traffic over here, because good God, we don't need any more car wreck costs, that's for dang sure. There we go. See, it's easy to start this thing up in third gear if you ain't got something hung on something. We still got, whoa, we ain't even left town yet. We had, what, 301 miles, and we still got 293. I hope they give us a turn signal here. That'd be awful nice. I like these places now they put the turn signals in. They didn't have those for the first few times we were up and about and out here. Y'all remember whenever we had just the 2 red lights there, and we were having to spend an awful lot of time sitting at intersections and kind of nosing our way out in there and making a hole. Y'all can see how everything's got kind of a yellow look to it, the buildings and the ground and the lights all yellow. I've got that natural weather mod that takes all that away, but I just took all the mods out just to get this thing started today. Alright, let's see how the traffic's looking here. Whoa. Alright, looks like we should be able to come on by. And we are all back into the lane again. Good job. Alright, from here on, we should be some good smooth sailing all the way on down until we get to where we're headed. Can't believe we got a 75-mile-an-hour speed. Oh, that's right, we're still in Arizona, ain't we? I'm sitting here trying to think, how come the speed limit's so high? Well, the speed limit's so high because we ain't in California. There we go. Now, see what our speed limit is. Why don't we see if we can set our cruise control? Whoa, keep it in your lane. There we go. We're gonna keep our cruise control set it, well, 56, I guess. We're gonna try and set it for 65 there. We probably got a limiter on here. I ain't turned the limiter off. At least I don't think I've turned the limiter off. Boy, some pretty stuff out here, ain't they? Let's try not to ram that police car up there while we're looking around either. It's a bouncing and a hopping there with that rumble strip. There's some more of them cigarro cactuses. Hope y'all been having fun. Like I said, we got all sorts of new stuff coming out here. We got all that steering stuff going on. I think there were some more updates. I'll take a look, and if there's stuff, I'll be telling y'all, look it up, and I'll just kind of insert it in here. I'll leave some silence as we go along. And if there ain't no stuff, then I'll just talk over it. You can change the position of your steering wheel. You can customize your horns and lights more, and you can choose from trailers when you do a pickup. Here we come up on Ehrenberg. I wonder if we're going to be close enough to get it on our numbers there and have it show up on our map. I bet we don't. I bet it'd be one of them situations where we needed to actually pull off in order to get there. I think we missed it the first time we came through. Yeah, we won't get the Discovery. That's alright. It just gives us a reason to come back here one day, doesn't it? Ooh, he was in my blind spot. Alright, let's see if we can get on over. Yeah. Sorry, car. You're gonna have to wait for me. I'm bigger. I thought he was gonna hit those lights there. I just knew we had some brake lights coming up. Oh, I hate these drivers. We want to talk about some difficult stuff to keep going around and making sure you ain't going to crash into nobody. Get it back on the road. Get it back on the road. Speeding offense. Whoop. I guess those brake lights were trying to tell me something there. Guess who didn't notice that we were in we had crossed into California already. Oh me, that's what happens when you hit the land of the double nickel there. It's gonna be an expensive trip here. Gonna be what? That's about $500 for hitting that car when I was backing up. And what was that, a $450 fine? So we already knocked $1,000 off of our trip here. I got a feeling we are not gonna be able to buy a truck yet. We're gonna have to wait one more trip probably. I think the cheapest ones we can get is about 100,000, 111K. And I'd like to have a little bit of money as a coming on around. I'd like to have a little bit of money left over, you know, for gasoline and all that kind of stuff, making loan payments. And somebody hauling stuff from Sunrise Farms. Can't believe I'm going faster than the AI truck. Something really wrong about that. I'm gonna take a picture right quick and I'll be right back.